Welcome to another edition of Sticks-n-Stones. I am your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the cozy confines here on the patio at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. I have a great show lined up for you today. I am pairing a Rocky Patel Flor de San Andres with Johnny Walker 18-year-old blended Scotch. I think it is going to be an awesome matchup. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, folks that follow the show know that I am a fan of Rocky Patel. I have never tried this Flor de San Andres, but I have been told it is an awesome stick and well worth my time. So we're going to give it a shot. Now, this particular Vitola is a Robusto, 5.5 by 50 on the ring gauge. The filler is Dominican and Nicaraguan. The binder is Nicaraguan, and according to, goes with the name. The wrapper is a beautiful, beautiful Mexican San Andres. I have really become a fan of these San Andres wrappers. Every stick that I have had that features that is wonderful. So I am expecting nothing but that from this. Now, visually, it is beautiful, beautiful. As you can tell, dark Maduro. It has tight but minimally minimally visible seams and really almost no veining at all. I mean, it's a wonderfully manufactured stick. Now on the nose, I get some chocolate, some barnyard, maybe some April's. Never, we'll go on. I'm sorry, I'm being funny today. I'm being silly. I get a little bit of black pepper and also get some nice cinnamon. Cinnamon. I swear I have not been drinking yet. I swear. I'm just in a really good mood. Also, there is a little hint of cedar. Now, I have really, the box I use, the humidor that I use, it's not the standard wooden humidor lined with with Spanish cedar. I have one of the new cigar cabinets that does the temperature modulation, and it does have a cedar shelf and a cedar tray, but that's it. So I am noticing that it's not the humidor that puts the cedar in these necessarily. It's in the stick anyway. Wonderful. Now, give it a cut. Test out the cold draw. And also, if I didn't mention before, it has a wonderful extra large triple cap on it. Now on the cold draw, it's a fairly easy draw, not too loose, not too tight. I'm getting kind of a malty chocolate, some espresso, and I think the malty chocolate is also kind of bringing in a little bit of a creaminess. There's some hints of nut, cedar, and even I think some caramel. Yeah, I believe it's got a little bit of caramel in there. All right, Johnny Walker, 18 year. This is an 18-year age statement. For those that are listening to the podcast, I am also streaming this live on Instagram until I get to the point where I light the stick and try them together. And then those of you that are following me on the video, you're going to have to listen to the podcast to get the final thoughts. Trying to cover it all. So, Johnny Walker, 18-year-old, it's a blended Scotch. Johnny Walker's probably one of the most iconic names in Scotch, most recognizable. Even people that don't drink Scotch probably recognize the name and have more than likely seen The Walking Man. So, well, here we go. All right. This is 40% alcohol by volume, so it's 80 proof. I got a little carried away last night, so I'm not pouring quite as healthy a dram as I might. But for those of you that are watching on video, you can tell that has just a nice, rich, kind of ambery color to it, but it's still got a really nice gold finish. So there is some hints of red in it to kind of make it amber, but it is just a beautiful, beautiful color in the glass, and has got some really fat legs on it. I mean, they thick, yeah. Don't get carried away. Now on the nose, there's no alcohol burn at all. No alcohol burn in the nose at all. It's a really mellow Scotch. 18 years. It's legal. Now I'm getting some nice, rich fruit notes and some toffee, caramel, and there is a hint of smoke. I really don't pick up any peatiness, any earthiness, but there is just a touch of smoke on the nose. Now, on the palate, I get some notes of citrus fruit like oranges or tangerines. I do get a little bit of sweet vanilla. I get some charred oak from the barrel. And I'm also getting some, I like some stone fruits, like some plums. Now, the finish is kind of a medium length finish. It may even start, being touching on long, but it's a really nice finish. You get a little more citrus, you get some caramel and some toffee, and just a touch of that smoke. I love Johnnie Walker Green Label. It is my favorite from the Johnnie Walker line. And it is the one, to me, that has the least amount of smoke to it. I am not a black fan or a double black. It's just too smoky. I have just never been, to each his own. And I have just not ever been a fan of that smoky, peaty. I prefer the Speyside, Highland, maybe even, Lowland or Campbelltown. I tend to kind of shy away from the Islays. They're just too smoky and peaty for me, except for Brooklotic's Classic Laddie. That is a no smoke, no peat kind of offering right there, even though all the rest of their offerings are typical Islay. They are smoke and peat forward. So we'll get off the Scotch because I know everybody's wanting to see how these go together. So we're going to get this stick toasted. Can't wait. I hold the flame. This is my Rocky Patel 5 torch. I hold it about 3 inches away from the end of the flame, the stick I do, and toast it up. Give it a few puffs. Check a little more. And there we go. I love this Rocky Patel Envoy 5-torch lighter. It is awesome. Good volume of smoke coming off the stick. I'm getting some coffee, some kind of creamy nuttiness, kind of like a peanut buttery kind of thing. Some notes of black pepper and cedar, and just a light fruitiness. All right, let's try these together. Okay, together, the vanilla in the spirit is mixing with the coffee on the stick for a kind of flavor reminiscent of like a vanilla latte or a vanilla iced coffee. I'm a fruity coffee type guy. I don't like just regular coffee. And so you're getting that kind of vibe. The fruits off of both are kind of blending together into this like just wonderful fruit salad of flavor. So far, I think this is going to be a great matchup. I mean, how can you go wrong with 18-year-old Scotch and Rocky Patel? I mean, really. I was hoping for good things, and I think I've got it. So, sorry if I may have blown some of you out right there. I just upped my mic just a little bit, and I could hear it in my ears. It went up a lot. All right, I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the halfway mark, and I will come back and give you an update. Those of you that are on live Instagram, you're going to have to listen to the podcast to get my final thoughts on this. So I'm glad you joined me. Keep watching, and I will be back in front of you. Have a great one. All right, we'll be back at the halfway mark. Hey, Stoners, I am back here at the half. This pairing is chugging right along very smoothly, as you could expect from an 18-year-old Scotch. Took a couple of more puffs off this stick. The stick has added in like chocolate and raisins, and the coffee has kind of ramped up just a little bit into an espresso. The JW Gold is keeping pace nicely and blending very well. I think this is a definite winner. I can say, I keep trying to touch it up a little bit, but the stick is burning just a hair wavy, not too terribly bad. Most notable on the underside of the stick. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'll mention it again at the end, but I'm going to go ahead and burn this down the rest of the way, and I will come back and give you my final thoughts. Hey, Stoners, I have the cigar down to the band. Our glass is empty. This was an excellent experience from start to finish. The burn line, I told you I'd keep an eye on it at the halfway mark. It was a little wavy. It is straightened out. It's not razor straight, but it's burning really consistent. No canoes, anything like that. Not a problem. There wasn't a big change in the last half of the stick, except that the flavor profile kind of ramped up a little bit. The flavors, there were no new flavors, but they just kind of developed a little more. I consider this just a great profile on the stick, and the Johnny Walker Gold label was a really good match for this stick. I'm sorry for the yappy in the background. That's in the bar and grill next door. The vanilla and the coffee and the fruitiness all tied together very well, and I enjoyed this pairing immensely. This would be a great chilling at out on the patio in the afternoon, like I have done, and just relaxing and enjoying yourself. I mean, this Johnny Walker is so smooth. A 18 year it's a great one, and I'm really torn between, as far as the Johnny Walker line goes, hanging on to that green label as my number one. But this could maybe actually, give it a good race. The blue label, I know it's their most expensive line. It's aged the longest, but it's still just got a little bit too much smoke and peat in it for me. And then of course, I already mentioned the black and the double black and that kind of stuff. This 18 year and the green label, which is their 15 year, are both wonderful. I hope you have enjoyed. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to do my rating. All right, sorry. I would give the Rocky Patel a 91 matchsticks out of 100. This was a very, very good cigar. I cannot say enough about San Andres wrappers, and I'm glad Rocky's using them. I would give the Johnny Walker Gold 18-year-old an 89 Whiskey Stones. I just talked about the difference, my being torn between the 15 and 18. Hey, they're both great in their own right. I hope you have enjoyed this pairing as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. Please hit like, subscribe. Definitely hit the share button. Share it with all your friends. Notify so that you get notified when I drop new content. Tell your friends this is how I grow. I'm really enjoying this ride. I have some great things on the horizon, so definitely stay tuned. But until we get to be together again, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great day.